right, folks, welcome to 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀.TV. So, Trump is getting ahead of the ball with the UFO disclosure, alien disclosure, the whole thing. It's coming. Now, that doesn't mean that the deep state's not going to try to work their little black magic into this disclosure. So, what's going to happen is this: they are now pulling over a lot of pastors and priests to accept the disclosure. Now, what's happening in their secret meetings, okay? These are secret meetings. Now, I believe many of the pastors are being told, hey, there's going to be a UFO disclosure. Prepare your church for this. Some of them are being told probably, hey, we need to accept them as our brethren, our cousins, maybe even gods. This is where it's going to get really, really tricky, folks. Really, really crazy. And I'm going to break it down for you in this podcast. Also, alert. There's a big alert that I got to bring to you. There's a new tick virus coming. And I've talked about it with Brad Olson and some other people. They're releasing these boxes full of ticks. And when they bite you, you have an allergic reaction to red meat. Now, this is, I hear they're allegedly dropping these boxes full of ticks all over National Forest and in some cities. If they bite you, so I don't know, maybe get some tick repellent, something like that. Also, hantavirus is on the move. A lot of things coming down the pipeline, folks. They will stop at nothing. We are at war. This is a different kind of war. It's fifth generational warfare. 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀𝗀.TV. You're going to want to be there. I have some amazing guests coming up. I still got the Live Forever special going. The big sale, baby. Yeah. One-time payment. You live forever on 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀𝗀.TV. A lot of people are writing me and saying, David, I'm glad you're doing this. It's awesome. I don't have to think about payments. I don't have to renew my credit card. Nothing. I just go pay one time. Live forever on 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀𝗀.TV. So I'm going to keep it up for a while longer until I get sick of it. It seems to be doing really well. Folks, hit the notification button. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Venmo is �D-Rod1977. If you appreciate me, I absolutely appreciate you. So thank you so much for those of you. I talk a lot with my friends or Black Sheep family on Venmo as well. Sometimes I don't get to see all the super chats. When the lights go out on Amazon, please leave an honest review. And then my mama's book, The Mexican Mix, please leave an honest review on that. And folks, now's like no time better than now to get gold. We are still heading into this bond crisis. You want to buy as much gold as you can going into 2027 and beyond. Remember, you've heard some of my guests like Juan say, hey, it's gonna hit 350 silver. Gold's gonna go way past 10,000. So get it now. Noble Gold, that's where you want to go. Nobody has ever said, I wish I'd wait longer to protect my savings. So why are you? Here's what most Americans don't know. You can roll part of your 401k or IRA into physical gold and silver without cashing out, paying taxes or taking a penalty. It's called a gold IRA, and it takes about 15 minutes to start. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com, and you get your free gold IRA guide. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. I just had someone on my X right now saying, I hate listening to you. I hate listening to your ads. I hate the way you read your ads. You sound like you're on drugs. I'm like, so why are you listening? And why are you commenting? I don't get it. It just makes no sense. People can be very mean-spirited. I don't know. All right, folks. X is Nino Boxer. 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀𝗀shop down there below. 𝗬𝗏𝗠𝗃𝗀𝗀shop. Get yourself a hat like I'm wearing right now. I got shirts. Truth Hits Hard. Hoodies, the whole thing. Coffee mugs, the whole thing. The whole shebang, baby. The whole shebang. Also, Wednesday the 13th is the next Ringside with Nino. Wednesday the 13th at 5 p.m. Also, Ted Turner passed away. If you really think about Ted Turner, man, I mean, didn't that guy own a lot of ranch land in like New Mexico? I mean, wasn't that guy big on the ranch industry? That guy, I mean, he really was cable news TV. I mean, that guy started it, right? MSN. So should we be mourning or celebrating the death of Ted Turner? Because that's MK Ultra, that's mind control, Mockingbird Media. The whole thing started with this guy, right? I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel about the passing of Ted Turner. I think he was 87, 88, maybe 89. I don't know. But I think he was Jane Fonda's husband, if I'm correct. But long life. Anyway, I don't know. He's kind of the guy that kicked off the party with mind control, if you ask me. Just saying, just my personal beliefs on that. Also, Nino'sCorner.tv, folks. All right, this is good. This is really good. Marina Jacoby and Brad Olson, or you could say Jacoby. She will probably get mad at me. But it's a two-part series, one going on YouTube talking about Rh negative blood. Is it royalty? Is it alien? Is it genetic modification from aliens? Is it the Nephilim bloodline? Why do Rh negative people seem to be more clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, like myself? I'm Rh negative. But we talk about that because I got it. Someone gave me the idea on YouTube in one of the comments. I don't remember who they are. Otherwise, I would totally say who you are right now. But I forgot. Sorry, my bad. But you requested it. I listened, and now we did the show on the Rh negative. And then it took a pivot into Marina Jacoby wanted to talk about AI, talk about the whole thing, the towers, the whole thing, and she went into it, and that part is on Nino'sCorner.tv. You do not want to miss this. Probably one of the best, I always say this, but probably now up to date, one of the best podcasts I've done. Absolute fire. Roundtable with her and Brad Olson both brought the heat, man. It was an excellent podcast talking about transhumanism, where this is going, the digital prison being built right under our noses, and how to escape it. Will you be one of the ones? Are you going to be one of the lucky ones that escapes it? I think so. When we talk about all of that, it's a great, great podcast. Also, Sean Taylor talking about Act Blue will be coming on Nino'sCorner.tv. Ashton Forbes will be coming on Nino'sCorner.tv. Laura Eisenhower, SG, and Juanito. Can you hear me, Juanito? I think I'll be talking to him today or tomorrow. So he'll be on Nino'sCorner.tv. Also, the new general for the General's tent this month is Gene Decode. You know who he is, military code breaker. And he knows a lot about on a lot of subjects. So I think Gene Decode is going to do an amazing job as the general in the General's tent, and that'll be fun. That will be May 28th, 5 p.m. And folks, you might want to turn it down or turn it up. You might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Here we go. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, baby. Yeah. All right. So, where the hell's my ghetto timer? Here's my ghetto timer. Ghetto timer. Got to put the ghetto timer. There we go. All right. So, pastors are being pulled aside, taken to secret meetings. All of this is happening as military bases are losing power, going dark. Are they testing something? Are they getting ready for the big show? Also, we got to be ready for more assassination attempts. I talked to John Carmen. You all saw that. This is really going to escalate, folks, because I think one of the biggest things here is that we're taking the alien card away from the deep state. This is huge because this was going to be their last and big final move. And if Trump is going to get ahead of it, just like he did with Warp Speed, if you know anything about Operation Warp Speed with the boogeyman agenda in 2020, you know that Trump had to get ahead of it with Operation Warp Speed. Same thing here. Operation UFO Disclosure. All right, that's what's happening right now. Now, my confusion lies in this. Pastors are being told to come to these secret meetings. Who's holding the secret meetings? Now, we know the government controls most of the churches. They fund them. They get the tax write-offs. Mind control. But what are these pastors? What are they telling these pastors? That's the $1 million question right there, and I'm going to get into this. So, per Pastor Perry Stone, a large number of pastors were invited to a meeting with individuals from the U.S. government telling them to prepare for UFO disclosure. There's going to be a release concerning aliens. You need to prepare your people. And claims now from multiple pastors that 6 of them were briefed by Christians in intelligence operations who want to prepare the body of Christ for what's coming. They say they are warned to prepare their congregations for UAP UFO disclosure. It's claimed here that the communications began more than a year ago. Not clear if this is an official effort or an initiative by Christians within the 𝗦𝐶. If anyone out there knows, please get in touch with this person. And then if that's not enough, Christian Zionist pastor who attended the secret meeting with government officials about how to reveal the existence of aliens says that the truth and a major disclosure will come this year from our government. This year, folks. He says non-terrestrial interdimensional beings are real and among us, and that it will be proven. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So what are these things? What are these things? What are they going to tell us these things are? Aliens, the fallen, the Nephilim, interdimensional intruders, demonic, good, angels, demons. I feel a lot, I sense a lot of deception, and I think the big show's getting ready to kick off. He also says many Christians will be taken captive by this, and he, along with other pastors, needs to speak about it first. The Trump administration is going to attempt to make history and break the story first. Break the story first from who? Well, you know, Obama and the deep state, they wanted to break this first using Project Bluebeam, holograms, the whole damn shebang, the big show in the sky. That's how they were going to do this. So Trump, to me, is getting ahead of the ball. But this also leads to 𝗂𝗃 Patel on Sean Hannity. So they're in a race for disclosure right now, and I think this is really where things are going to get crazy. FBI Director 𝗂𝗃 Patel says UFO documents are being released soon. They're going to be publicly releasing the information very soon. We're all for it. Jeez. You're going to start seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future, 𝗂𝗃 Patel says. But really, folks, ask yourself why. Because the pastors will be the ones herding the sheep. The pastors will be the ones herding the sheep into the right and desired direction the government wants. I'm going to be very curious to see what pastors out there actually say, hey, this is deception. This is demonic. The hearts of men will fail them. The hearts of men will fail them. So is your church probably accepting a lot of monies from the government? Think about this. How did your church react during 2020 Boogeyman? Were they telling you to go out and get these in your shoulder? Were they the ones telling you? If they were, then you know they're going to be going along with this because they don't want to lose the money. They love the monies. They had you wearing masks, getting out, getting your, you know what? Be a good Christian. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Thieves for Jesus. Thieves for Jesus. Be a good Christian. Get out and get your booster. Aliens are our brothers. We're going to start baptizing aliens here. The government runs most of your churches, okay? It's going to be hard to find a good church. So these churches will be teaching their flock to accept these aliens as brother, cousins, or even our gods with a lowercase g. I see this as the greatest deception ever getting ready to get played on the American people, folks. So, Alex, what is a church under? Is it under a 301c3 or C4? What is it?
Yeah, 501(c) or I forget the exact.
It's something. Yeah, I'm not fluent in that, but I know they get their tax write-offs.
Yeah.
But if they want to keep getting this government money, they're obviously going to tell you whatever the government wants them to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They are. Oh, these aliens they're just like us. God is great. He's expansive. He created everything. And I'm not saying that can't be a reality, but it's sure they know. It's in other words, it's either play ball or the church institutions are going to break apart. They're going to just go to dust, because once people understand that these entities exist, it's going to be how the churches play the game. Either accept them as our brothers, as our cousins, or are they going to come out and say these are demonic? Don't fall for it. This is deception. What's your thoughts, Alex?
Yeah, well, I think it's nuanced. There's both. Over the years, who I've kind of listened to is that there's a lot of people that have come forward that have memories of being in these advanced secret space programs and having participated, going out, interacting with aliens sometimes, or extremely advanced technology, and then they're using technology that includes time travel, consciousness transfer, and these people will go out, they'll have this experience, and then they'll come back and it'll be like they never left, or they'd only been gone for a few minutes, but they have 20 years worth of extra memories in their head that lines up with a lot of this stuff. So people like Corey Good and things came out years ago. I listened to a lot of his stuff with David Wilcock when they were doing that, but then even that gets twisted. And
I mean, look what happened between those two guys.
Right.
I mean, and look what happened to David Wilcock. I mean, look, in my opinion, and I'm just speaking for myself, Jesus Christ is the answer to all of this. That's just me. That's just me, folks. That's just me. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't claim to understand any of this. We're going into some deep and murky water, and I think it's deception, Alex. I think it's deception. That's where my intuition goes. I'm not saying there's not beings from other planets and things like that, but I just think what's happening right now is, I think, a deception. I think these are interdimensional intruders that are trying to steal the narrative. That's what I think. I think that's what this is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. So
it's being controlled. They want to have a handle on it. That's the thing. They don't want, at all points, the government and the cabal, these institutions, want to be able to control the narrative. Only let us know as much as they want us to know, not the other side, not the totality of it. So that's always going on.
Well, here's the trick. Trump's going to be first to disclose. So I would imagine he's doing the same thing as he did with Operation Warp Speed. He's getting ahead of the ball so that they cannot pull a fast one on us like Project Bluebeam, or use the holograms in the sky where spaceships are flying around and things like that. I think the deep state's going to go for it anyway. And what I mean by that is that, as all these pastors are told nationwide to prepare for the coming disclosure, I think the deep state's still going to make their move. I think they can. And things can go dark, just like an EMP or something of that nature. And, I think they're testing our military bases right now. Military bases are under attack, basically. American military bases on U.S. soil are going dark. Power cut, water shut off, gas turned off, Coast Guard Admiral told CBS. And he expects this number to keep rising. They have no explanation whatsoever on how this is happening. Some are saying, it's Iranian hackers. Could it be something more nefarious? I don't know. Like, are these small tests for the big one, folks? I mean, once we put out the alien disclosure and say, okay, they're here, they've been with us for millions of years, I think maybe a big majority of these interdimensional intruders or aliens probably come from inner Earth. And I mean that when I say that. I think they're probably, indigenous people have talked about the ant people. They've talked about the gray aliens. And are they coming from inner Earth? Are they actually coming from within Earth? Are they the outer space alien? What are these things? And since I'm not going to believe whatever they tell us, I'm just going to tell you that right now. Sorry, I don't trust the government. I didn't trust it in 2020. I'm not going to trust it right now. And I think we all need to have our awareness notched up a few degrees here and think about this. because I believe this is mass deception. And even though Trump is going to be putting this out first to control the PSYOP the best he can, there's still going to be a lot of disinformation and misinformation about this coming out, and it could be coming from your churches. Your churches may be the first PSYOP. So the numbers are expected to keep rising with these military bases going out. Are they Iranian hackers? Is it something more nefarious? Are these small tests for the big one? The timing of this and the locations are no coincidence, according to 𝗏𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗏. Could alien disclosure come along with this total blackout? In other words, what I'm saying is, think about this. If they announce alien disclosure first all over the MSN, they do that first, and then they knock out the lights, they knock out the grid. You all think I'm kidding. Like, you got to remember, these people pulled off 9/11. That was pretty spectacular, if you ask me. These are the same people that pulled off 9/11, and they pulled off 2020. Okay, let's not forget that. The game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Think about this. The big show, the big one that they've been planning for a very long time, could be just around the corner. So first, what would they have to do? They'd have to announce disclosure on MSN. Make sure everybody gets it. Everyone gets the memo. Oh, there's aliens out there, Rebecca. Did you hear? Oh, I know. I just don't know what they are. Ooh. I mean, think about this. The alien disclosure comes first, and then maybe, I don't know, the way I would do it, a total blackout. The lights get knocked out. They take out the grid, and then they prepare you for the greatest PSYOP of all. 9/11 and 2020 will have nothing on the greatest light show in the sky to ever take place on planet Earth. This will be this deep state's final play for the one world global government. Now, I can't, now where I'm confused on this, folks, is I don't know if it's going to be, we're here to save you from war, like the Iran war, or we're your gods. Bow down. Bow down. And then we come together from the global threat of an alien invasion. I don't know. This could be the big one. I don't know, but I think they're gonna have to play this card, and I think that's what Trump is pushing them to do to get it out of the way. Because Trump is now preparing to go all in on arrests. Yes, I said it. I keep saying it on every show. Obama, Clinton, the whole shebang, the whole thing, the whole theater's coming down, and they know this. They need a big distraction. So, as I move on here, Epstein, apparently there's more disappearances, but I heard she was just found. I just heard this. One of the first Jeffrey Epstein accusers, Elizabeth 𝗧𝗏 has been now gone missing in New York, but I heard she was just found. Please put it in the comments if she was found. Her family says that their daily calls suddenly stopped, and now they're searching for answers, but I heard she was just found. So hopefully she was found alive. I don't know. Also, testing perimeters, folks. Expect a lot more assassination attempts, crazy individuals. So when I talked to John Carmen, I said, what's going on here exactly? He's, they're testing perimeters. They're sending these crazy, mind-controlled Looney Tunes, cuckoo's nest, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They're sending these people out to test the perimeters. Secret Service says individual shot near White House triggering lockdown. During a live Trump speech, officers shot a man who opened fire near Washington Monument. Secret Service says a man spotted carrying a gun in the vicinity of the White House by plainclothes officers and agents was shot by law enforcement Monday after he opened fire on them near the Washington Monument, the Secret Service said. So they're getting desperate. They're testing perimeters. They're trying to get as close as they can to Trump. And folks, I don't know about you. I talked about this with John Carmen, but I'm a little uneasy on this because this guy makes himself so damn accessible. He goes to UFC fights. He doesn't. I don't understand. I know there's a little bit of narcissism there. He likes to be seen. He likes to be around people. He's a people person. But I don't know. That puts him in a hell of a lot more danger, especially when so many people want to take him out. And you got people like Jimmy Kimmel basically promoting this shit on late night television. So anybody who takes him out is going to be looked at as a hero among the left. Think about that for a second. Anybody, this is why people are going to go to that extent and try to take him out, because they know they will be a historical hero in their minds for taking out President Trump. That's what they believe. And you got people like Jimmy Kimmel promoting this. I'd say, I've said this before, take that motherfucker, interrogate him, and find out, what did he know? Why did you say that a day before the incident at the dinner, at the correspondence dinner? I'm sorry. Call me crazy, but I don't know. I think I'd want to know what this guy knew. It's the same shit as when the golf course, what happened at the golf course, the golf course, they put it on Time Magazine. Put it on Time Magazine. They showed Trump in his golf cart in a sand pit, and it said something like trouble, in trouble. That was, they were signaling, letting you know. They got to show you before they do it. That's how they believe, these Luciferians. This is how they believe they escape karma. This is it, folks. This is what they do. And Jimmy Kimmel's being used as a mouthpiece. That's what I believe. That's just my opinion. So the White House was put on lockdown briefly after reports. Yeah, there it is. That's it. In trouble. That was before, that right there, what you're looking at, was right before the assassin pulled up in the golf course and tried to take him out. They put that out on Time Magazine. Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in them. There it is right there. So the White House was put on lockdown briefly after reports that there were gunshots near the complex. U.S. Secret Service personnel were on the scene of an officer-involved shooting at 15th Street and Independence Avenue in Washington, D.C., and a spokesperson for the agency has said one individual was shot by law enforcement. Their condition is currently unknown. I heard he's lived. So it's going to be interesting to see where these people are getting their ideas. Where are they coming from? They're probably some part of some like Facebook chat, something. Who knows? There's a lot of people breeding crazy right now. And when you got people like Jimmy Kimmel going on late night television, talking about shit like this, making fun of it, making a mockery out of it, it's just lighthearted humor. Oh, I just meant it because he's old. He's just old. Look, folks, I know I'm like one of the last remaining standing podcasters not jumping ship against Trump. I get it. I trust me. A lot of podcasters hate my ass because, you still believe in the operation? Yeah, I do. I see it, but it takes a fighter to see it. And I can't explain it to as many dumbasses as there are out there that just can't see it. And there's very highly intelligent people out there that are turning on. They're very highly intelligent, but they don't see patterns and they don't see strategy. I do. I'm a fighter. I can't explain it. You can't explain some of the things that you can recognize. Pattern recognition. I have pattern recognition through boxing, through fighting. But hey, I did take a lot of hits to the head. Yeah. But still, the last remaining functioning brain cells I have, I think are working a little better than the other people's that seem to be very intelligent to me. But I'm not jumping ship. At least I don't perceivably see that I'm going to do that, because I want to see what happens with Israel. I'm waiting to see. I'm holding out. I'm holding out to see how he plays Israel. Just saying. Judge apologizes to this kid. Judge apologizes to Alan Cole. This is fucking crazy to me. This just shows you where we're at. And this is what I'm talking about, how this is breeding these type of crazies to keep coming out and doing what they're doing. So new judge apologizes in court for the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting suspect Cole Allen. Magistrate Judge 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, oh, what do you know? Said that he was fascinated and disturbed by Allen's treatment in jail. Allen was placed on self-deleting watch when he was first imprisoned. Prosecutors argued that since Allen told investigators he did not expect to survive the alleged attack, he could be in danger to himself. But an incredulous 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 wasn't convinced by the argument, drawing comparisons between Allen and defendants arrested for rioting the Capitol on January 6, 2021. To me, it's extremely disturbing that he was put on in 5-point restraints. A person with no criminal history is troubling. I never heard of one January 6 defendant who was put in 5-point restraints or in a safe cell. If the only way to keep him safe is the most punitive thing, that's a problem. At a minimum, I should be apologizing to him, he says. We are obligated to make sure he's taken care of. Mr. Allen, I'm sorry that things have not been the way they're supposed to be. Are you kidding me? This is a judge, folks, apologizing to a man that wanted to not only kill Trump, but almost everybody in his administration and innocent people at the dinner. And this judge is apologizing to him about his conditions? We need Sancho. That's what I'm saying. I would put him in solitary confinement in a second. In a straight jacket, okay? I just think this is nuts. This is the upside down world we're living in. This is lunacy, man. This is absolute lunacy. The upside down world, Twilight Zone, fucking circus that we're living in. This is it. This is it. We are here. Of course, aliens are coming right now. Come on. We got men wearing dresses on the red carpet. We got women dressing like deities, like religious deities. We had a woman dressed as the Virgin Mary, making a mockery out of Catholicism. So the women now are dressing up as entities or deities, and the men are dressing and are putting on dresses. That's what we're seeing on the red carpet. And then, not to mention, we have robots showing up at the red carpet. And so, of course, aliens are coming. Did you ever think you'd see the day that a fucking dude would be showing up to the red carpet like this? Oh, it's so cutting edge. It's totally hot right now. They're blurring the lines, folks. They're blurring the lines on purpose. They're chipping away at our ethics, at our morality, so they could just bring in this Luciferian agenda. And the next thing you know, you'll see people eating other people on the red carpet. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? All they need is another Taylor Swift or Kardashian to go out there and start eating people on the red carpet, okay? And then the next thing you know, that'll be a trend. That's how crazy this shit is getting. Look at this guy. How do you look at yourself in the mirror, dude? How do you go to sleep at night? Just selling yourself out. How do you go to bed at night knowing that you're a sellout? And yeah, you know what? I want to call out a lot of fucking podcasters too. Sellouts. And I know who some of you are, by the way. I know who you are. Some of you even told me. You're lucky I'm not an asshole. The widow of the firefighter that was killed in the first Trump assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, said she believes Joe Biden was definitely involved. I don't think he knew his left from his right. He's just a puppet. But yeah, the people that control Joe Biden were involved. That's what I think. Defamation lawsuit filed against Candace Owens over statements in Charlie Kirk assassination. Well, we knew this was coming, but we know that this is a bad move. Because why? Well, now she's going to subpoena them. Right-wing influencer Candace Owens and a guest she had on her podcast, Michelle Snow, are facing a defamation lawsuit filed in federal court on Thursday. The lawsuit, which was filed by Brian Harpole, who owns the private security firm Integrity Security Solutions, alleges that Owens and Snow and Owens companies conspired to repeatedly publish false statements that Harpole had met with Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk, along with a member of the U.S. Secret Service and Rep. Mark Amati at Fort Huachuca, Arizona, one day before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Now, I don't know. Look, I don't know the details. I don't know who was involved, who was in. I know something's very wrong with this picture. I know they covered up the scene like a couple days or the day after Charlie was murdered. I know there's a lot of suspicious activity circling TPUSA. I think that there's probably some involvement there, but I believe Candace is asking the questions. I don't know. Erica should be asking, but I mean, she's going all in. Candace Owens is really going all in, and I think she's going to do the same thing to TPUSA that she did to the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro. I think they're going to just implode. I think they're done. That's just a prediction. It's just my prediction. I have no proof. Just a hunch. All right, folks, get your red light therapy, baby. It's my mid-roll time. Yes, it is. Hi, everybody. David Nino Rodriguez here. So many people struggle with chronic back and joint pain, constant inflammation, crushing fatigue, poor sleep, thyroid problems, hormone imbalance, and autoimmune conditions that steal your energy and life. The PEMF mats with myredlight.com. myredlight.com hit the biggest pain points hard. They combine 4 powerful technologies in one mat. PEMF, far infrared heat, red light, and near infrared light, going all the way up to the deepest 1,064 nanometers. Most devices only offer that in one technology. I've used it and I felt my back pain go away with ease, inflammation drop, energy return, and sleep improve. PEMF and red light together help reduce inflammation, relieve chronic pain, boost cellular energy, and fight fatigue, support thyroid and hormone balance, calm autoimmune responses, and promote deeper restorative sleep. Pair it with the red light panel in the med bed hack for an even stronger full body regeneration. How do you guys like how I read, huh? Hey, yo. Skip expensive clinic visits. Own real healing at home. Go to myredlight.com right now and use code PEMF26 for 25% off individual PEMF mats and PEMF30 for 30% off bundles and combos. It's a limited time only. Get down there below, click the link, and get started. I don't know if you guys remember that part in Rocky where he's reading the commercials. Hey, yo, I don't know how to read too good. And they're all, Rocky, just read what it says right here. This guy can't even read. Sometimes I feel like that. You guys remember? I think it was Rocky 2. I think, it was Rocky 2 when he's like doing the commercial and he's wearing the fucked up face mask or the beat up face, bloody nose, bloody eyes, and he's sitting there trying to read a commercial and he can't even read. Hey, I'm doing my best. All right, so Iran fires 50 missiles at United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates say it was attacked with 15 Iranian missiles today. This would have been yesterday, while a drone started a fire at a petrol plant. U.S. Navy destroyers are operating in the Gulf after crossing the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Israel continues its operations in Lebanon. And I really am hoping that he pulls the switcheroo on Israel, man. I'm not for this. I think for myself, folks. I don't know how many of you. I don't know what you all think, but for me personally, I'm holding a space, waiting to see how this gets played out. Fighting flares up in Iran war as UAE and ships are attacked. The Emirates accused Iran of its first attack during ceasefire as U.S. deployed warship and jets protect vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Fighting in the Iran war flared for the first time in weeks as strikes on a crucial United Arab Emirates oil port and several ships amid Iranian threats tested a shaky ceasefire. The UAE, which has backed tougher action against Iran, sounded alerts for the first time since early April, saying it was targeted by 4 missiles and a number of drones. It confirmed a drone hit sparked a drone hit sparked a fire at the crucial oil hub in which the country has used to pump much of its petroleum output around Iran's chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz. Come here, rub my belly. Yes, come here, rub it. Put Vaseline all over my belly. Oh, yes, very good. Now dance for me, baby. Dance. All right, so Iran crows were just getting started after Dubai Blitz, as Trump refuses to say if ceasefire is still in effect. So, look, they're just launching missiles at anybody they can reach, basically is the way I see it. Monday's attack sparked fresh. Do you guys like that? Come here, baby. Dance. Habibi. Oh, me Habibi. 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 Rub the oil on my tummy. My tummy. My tummy, Habibi. Yes. There he is. That's what I picture every time. The Strait of Hormuz. Close it now. Come here, Habibi. Come here, Habibi. Oh, God. Okay. So Trump sank 7 Iranian small boats in the Strait of Hormuz as he launched Project Freedom to wrestle control over the waterway from the rogue nation. The American plan to guide vessels through the strait has already seen several stranded ships escorted to safety. But Iran lashed out at its Gulf neighbor, triggering fears that the fragile ceasefire agreement in the region had been shattered. Flames ripped through the 𝗬𝗏𝗂𝗏 oil industry zone after the Iranian attack injured 3 people. So when the U.S. president was asked if the pause in fighting was over, he replied cryptically, well, I can't tell you that just right now. Oh, boy. So global oil prices right now top 114 and settle a 4-year high after Iranian attacks on UAE revive worries of further supply disruptions. Global oil prices on Monday surged back above 114 a barrel and settled at its highest level in nearly 4 years after Iran ramped up attacks on energy facilities in the United Arab Emirates and ships in the Strait of Hormuz, marking the worst escalation in Middle East tensions ever since the U.S.-Iran ceasefire about a month ago. You know, I can see pretty soon Trump's probably just going to go there and, like, when he said he was going to annihilate his whole civilization, he probably will do it. Just saying, I just don't learn their lesson. You can't negotiate with terrorists, first of all. But I feel like Trump's a little bit crazier than these people, and I think he'll do what he says. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped a nuke. I just don't. That would be like, I think he could do that. I would be like, you know what? This guy's fucking crazy. He's crazier than us. And we might want to fucking play it safe. I don't know, because he probably will do what he says. Just saying. I don't know. Marco Rubio poses in front of a map of Cuba with U.S. commander as invasion fears soar. So Cuba is getting ready to get taken over. Oh, boy. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has posed in front of... You know, Marco Rubio, I got to say this. I used to make fun of this guy. I used to say, Marco Rubio. Not anymore. I think I like this guy. I think he's probably going to run with J.D. Vance. If I had to, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's who's going to be next in line. And I think he's a protege of Trump. I think we could see some good things out of Rubio. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are. So U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has posed in front of the map of Cuba alongside a U.S. general as Donald Trump sends his biggest sign yet. He intends to invade Cuba soon. Rubio made the symbolic statement on Tuesday as he shook hands with the commander of the United States Southern Command, General Francis Donovan, alongside a prominent reference map of Cuba during the 2026 Heads of Mission Conference held in Doral, Florida. I've been there. So it looks like Cuba's coming next. Folks, that's why I said they call it the Department of War now, not Department of Defense. There's the picture. Marco Rubio shaking the hand of Donovan. Looks like it's a done deal. Cuba, you better be ready. I mean, I would imagine the Cuban people are like, yes, please hurry this up. We're sick of being slaves. We're sick of being servants. Yeah, break them free, man. Why not? What the hell? Why not? But I'm sure you're going to have a lot of podcasters. Oh, my God, he's going to war again. NSA has intercepted Ukraine conspiring with USAID to launder $200 million into Biden's 2024 campaign. In late 2022, Zelensky's government and USAID officials plotted to funnel your taxpayer dollars through a series of transactions back into Biden's campaign and the Democratic National Committee, folks. Allegedly. 𝗬𝗓𝗓 𝗂𝗂𝗍𝗂𝗓's team has declassified the intercepts, and investigation is now underway with possible criminal referrals to the FBI coming soon. This is massive election interference and money laundering using foreign aid. Just keeps getting better and better and better. And I'm hearing before the midterms, a lot of this is going to come to the head. Mike Davis warns the grand conspiracy probe has the potential to bring down all the big names: Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, James Comey, James Clapper, and John Brennan. Oh, they're in trouble. Believe me when I tell you they're in trouble. Folks, you got to remember, I talked to people like George Papadopoulos, 𝗬𝗏 I talked to Steve Bannon on text here and there. He was supposed to come on my show, but the guys pulled out at the last second, like Sancho does on many women's. Yeah, so if you're if you've never watched my show before, yes, I can be very vulgar. I'm very gross. It's part of my personality. I have an alter ego named Sancho. He lives inside of me. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Oh, I just got to get off this one. I can't stand to listen to his vulgarities. Is that a word? Vulgarities? Alex, is that a word?
Vulgarities.
Oh, vulgarities. Yeah. That was close.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Davis. I was close. What is it? Vulgarities?
Vulgarities. Yeah, vulgarities.
Okay, that's what I am right there.
Yep.
Davis predicts presidential immunity will not be adequate defense for Barack Obama. Barack Obama worked with the Justice Department and CIA to orchestrate the biggest scandal in American history. Obama is the most demonic force in American politics for decades, they say. Lock them all up. That's what I say. Breaking, acting AG Blanchet and FBI Director Patel announced a grand jury has indicted leftist NGO Southern Poverty Law Center on 11 counts, folks. 11 counts. This is massive. This is huge. This is going to lead to a lot of other people. SPLC said they were fighting white supremacy, but they were manufacturing the extremists it purports to expose by paying sources to stoke racial hatred, per acting Attorney General Blanchet. Best part, they've been charged in the Middle District of Alabama, motherfuckers. Alabama. They're screwed. Yeah, folks, some days I cuss a little more than others. Sometimes I get really frustrated with everything that's going on with my parents, my situation at home, and sometimes I just need to exercise the demons. That's how I feel. Yeah, I don't know. Kash Patel credits AI for stopping attacks. I'm using it everywhere. So now the FBI is using this. To me sounds like Minority Report, like, I don't know, pre-crimes, like people are going to be coming in and banging down your door because, I don't know, shit you have. I don't know. This just sounds weird to me. Like, I don't trust AI. I just do not trust it. FBI Director Kash Patel said the Bureau has been using artificial intelligence to help stop multiple attacks, including school shootings, as part of a broader push to modernize federal law. So wait a minute. So you're doing pre-crimes now? Is that what's going on? Pre-crime? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you all feel about this. This is really dangerous. We're treading into some dangerous territory here. Yeah, he credits AI with stopping attacks. I'm using it everywhere. I still feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you all feel about that. Leave a comment in there. Trump is sending Marco Rubio to Italy with without JD Vance to smooth out feud with Pope Leo. This fucking Pope Leo. Marco Rubio will meet Pope Leo and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni during an upcoming 2-day visit to Europe. Tensions have been bubbling between the U.S., Vatican City, and Italy after President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance criticized the Pope. I criticize him every day. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said Trump's fury over the Pope's opposition to the war in Iran was unacceptable. Yeah, coming from the Vatican. The same place is going to tell you to accept your brothers, your alien brothers. Accept them into your house. Accept the aliens into your house. Feed the aliens when they land on your house. Feed them with blood. All right, so Republicans are proposing $1 billion in taxpayer dollars to secure Trump's ballroom. For months, President Trump portrayed the big new ballroom that he's building on the White House grounds as a gift to the nation, courtesy of the patriotic private donors. Now, if you know anything about this ballroom, it's what's going to be that it's what's under it. That's what's important. It's going to be what's under the ballroom. And by the way, no government funds. Trump told reporters in the Oval Office last November, these are all private individuals that put up a lot of money to build the ballroom. He added, not one penny is being used from the federal government. So why, as he's edging to the end of his presidency, why is he building this underground bunker? Is he planning? So here's where my mind goes with this. And I want to know what you all think. Is he planning on not leaving? Is he just going to hide out in the bunker? I mean, why is he building this now? I mean, think about it. If he's not going to have any use for it in 2 years, what does he fucking need it for? Unless he's planning on sticking around and he'll need a place to hide. I don't know. I'm just saying. What do you think, Alex? I mean, why is he's building it for Vance? I don't think so.
It's good questions, man.
Right,
yeah.
dude? Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like, why are you building that now? You're leaving in 2 years.
Yeah, part of the legacy. And like, I mean, with what happened with the White House Correspondents' Dinner and, wanting to have a forum where people can
you know what's going under it, right? Medical buildings, missile silo, bunkers. That means he's preparing for something pretty damn big. Like, I'm not leaving. That's what I think.
I'd like him not to.
No, I mean, I'm with you on that, dude, 100%. But not most people are not with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let me know in the comments, folks, what your thoughts are according to this. Radical students hold Cornell president hostage in a car after Israel debate clash. This is getting nuts. I had a friend that went to Cornell University. Cornell University, isn't that an Ivy school, Alex? Cornell University, that's an Ivy school, right?
Yeah, it's an Ivy League. Yep. One of the 8 or so Ivy Leagues.
It's like Yale, Harvard, Cornell, right?
Yeah, Cornell, okay. Yeah, Princeton, Dartmouth, University of Pennsylvania. It's a couple others. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Cornell's university president has blasted a group of radical students for hurling abuse and holding him hostage in his own car following an Israeli-Palestine debate series at the Ivy League school. The group of rabble-rousers filmed themselves swarming Michael Kotlikov and trailing him into his vehicle, and he was trying to leave the event at Ithaca, New York campus last Thursday. The accused group, who he said had become notorious for spewing verbal and online abuse toward Cornell staffers in the past, of surrounding his car, banging on the windows, and blocking him from leaving. So I guess that could be kidnapping, right? You can get charged for kidnapping for that. Right? I think so. I think that's a big charge right there. Just saying. Man, kids are doing some dumb shit, man. I don't know. They don't understand the ramifications that can happen. Like, well, I didn't when I was a kid, I guess. But it was different. It was different in the 90s, early 2000s. Today, man, there's zero tolerance for this shit, especially as polarizing politically as it is. You cannot get away with this shit today. So talk to your children, folks. All right, let's get to some super chats, and then we'll get into some what the fuck news. What do you say, Alex?
Sounds good, Nino. Here we go.
All right, let's go. Kelly Ray, 1982. Thank you, David, for all you do. I am still sober. Thoughts on no charges on 𝗬𝗂𝗂𝗂? I saw that this. I saw this AM. Love you big. I think there's going to be some other things that hit him. I don't know. You know, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not psychic. But yeah, if that's no charges on 𝗬𝗂𝗂𝗂, that's a good gut punch itself, no doubt about it. Let's get to the next one. 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗂576 super sticker. Thank you so much. 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗂576 again. You're awesome. Thank you, super sticker. We need more 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗋𝗂s out there. Debbie Clore 4896. That's a big one. Thank you, super sticker. Thank you so much. Dave Ryan 786. This ties into what these remote viewers have been talking about. Also explains why Vance said there were demons. Exactly. And folks, you have got to watch Marina 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀 and Brad Olson. I'm going to put that up tomorrow about RH negative blood, but then we pivot and we do the rest on Nino's Corner.tv. Maybe one of the best podcasts I've ever done in my life. Top 10 at least. I know I say this a lot, but I get excited. I get really excited when I knock one out of the park. And this one I think I knocked out of the park. So thanks, Dave Ryan. Raider Sanchez. I guess you like the Raiders. The alien disclosure is just a way to disguise the rapture. Ooh. I'm not saying the rapture will happen this year, but when it does, they have to blame someone. So it's easy to blame aliens, fallen angels. Seek Jesus Christ only. That's where my bet is. It's like, you know, there's all these complexities with this, right? And to me, it's like, keep it simple, stupid. I mean, I'm just keeping it simple. Like, my mind can go in a million different directions, but to be quite honest with you, I'm saved by Jesus, the blood of Jesus, and I don't want to. That's it. I just don't want to think about it anymore because it hurts. Hurts my brain. All right, thank you, 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗋𝗂𝗂. You're back. You're awesome. Thank you, super sticker. Marcy B17. Thank you so much. I think I've seen you before on here. Thank you. Moon Diaries. Big smile for David and beautiful chat. Thank you so much. Samajalan. I'll see you on ringside with Nino, brother. The headaches massager in your chair might. Dude, how do you know my back was hurting right now? Did I say that on air? Because, yeah, I'm having some trouble today. Andrea Kaus. Thank you so much. Andrea Kaus, I think. Thank you. Debbie Clore 4896. Red light therapy is my morning routine. Yeah, it's awesome. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. Sometimes I just do 5 minutes, you know, but it's enough to get me going. Get those cylinders pumping. Samajalan, psyops, he, she's, and aliens. Oh my, exactly. What the fuck is going on? Folks, this is all about breaking down society chip by chip by chip, just breaking us down, and just further corroding society. It's the boiling frog. What is it called? Syndrome, whatever, where you just turn it up just a little bit. The frog never jumps out. You just keep turning it up, and then finally the frog's boiling. Next one. Faster than you. I like that. Super sticker. Thank you. Wow, thank you. That's a big one. Faster than you. You're awesome, man. Thank you. I really like. Hey, you know, you can also give on my Venmo. Hey. Thank you. Faster than you. Sean Sweeney. Thank you so much. Way down south. Love to all. Thank you so much. Sean Sweeney, 8584. David, why aren't you on Getter? I am on Getter. I don't frequent it much, but I am on Getter for sure. I'm on Getter. I am there. It should be under David Nino Rodriguez or Nino's Corner. I don't know what it is, but I'm there. I promise you that. All right, let's get to what the fuck news in what the fuck news. AGI bot robot heads to the Met Gala. So this is where we're at now, folks. Men in dresses, women dressing like Virgin Mary, deities, and now robots are showing up to the red carpet in the first for the fashion's A-list night. Look at this shit. It's only a matter of time before they have real flesh on them. They look human and they're walking among us. I'm telling you, folks, we're probably just a few years away from them looking identical to humans. And then humans will be dating them, having kids with them. I'm telling you, this is coming. You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you, this is coming. The humanoid, and it's all because these people are trying to escape the judgment of, I believe, I think, you know, they want to live forever. They want to transfer their consciousness into a robot, a transfer into a huge computer system. They want to live forever. They either don't believe in the soul or they're scared of where they're going after this reality. That's the way I see it. I don't know how you all see it. But anyway, humanoid figure surprised photographers and guests as it left the Mark Hotel. The robot was seen ahead of fashion's biggest night. It appeared outside the celebrity favorite hotel as stars prepared to head to the Met Gala. The Mark Hotel is one of the key pre-gala spots where guests are photographed before the event. The robot quickly became one of the strangest early moments of the night. The machine was identified as 𝗂𝗂𝗶𝗋, a humanoid robot maker seen as a rival to Tesla's robotic ambitions. It was not immediately clear whether the robot was part of Wang's official Met Gala appearance. The surprise arrival added a high-tech twist to the usual parade of gowns, designers, and celebrity entourages. The 2026 Met Gala is centered on the theme costume art. The dress code fashion is art reflects the theme's focus on the centrality of the dressed nobody, or the dressed, sorry, not nobody, body. The theme explores depictions and interpretations of the human form through the Met's. See, this is all conditioning. That's what this is. This is fucking demonic. I'm telling you, man, I know where this is going. It does not end well. But if you listen to Marina 𝗪𝗂𝗶𝗹 and Brad Olson on Nino's, I promise you, you're going to want to listen to this podcast. It is very uplifting and it is very complex. I mean, this lady, and I'm sure Brad can attest. He was there. He was in the podcast roundtable. Both are like brought a lot of pertinent, very important information in this podcast. But Marina 𝗪𝗂𝗶𝗹, the way she explained the spiritual evolution of humanity, the Rh negative blood, the AI, artificial intelligence takeover with transhumanism. What does that mean for us spiritually? How do we beat this? How do we coexist? It's pretty damn awesome. It's one of the best podcasts I've ever done. That's on Nino's Corner.tv. I might bring, now that I think about it, I might bring Marina 𝗪𝗂𝗶𝗹. After you guys watch this, let me know if you want her on as a general in the general's tent, because I think she'd be an amazing general. Wealth of knowledge, man. I am just blown away. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Alex, what do you think of the show, man?
Great show today, man. Yeah, I mean, these topics are just, it's coming. I don't think when it comes to disclosure, I think we're not going to ever get a straight answer. We're not going to get the full truth from the top down. It's got to come from the people, like from us. And there are some people out there that have had experiences, that have some knowledge. One of the most compelling testimonies and people out there that I've come in contact with is Tony Rodriguez.
Oh, whoa, you mean Rodriguez? Tony Rodriguez?
Yeah, exactly. That
dude was like sexually trafficked throughout the universe.
Dude, yeah, exactly. That's what happened basically. It ties together. I mean, the Illuminati, the Satanism is all connected with those programs too, and it's all back and forth. So he was owned by a Satanist, and then they sent him into the secret space program once he got too old and couldn't be. So he wrote a book about his life experiences, series Colony Cavalier. I would recommend it to anyone. And he has a follow-up book, Project Star Maker. They're both on Amazon. So get When the Lights Go Out, the Mexican.
Yeah, you know what, Alex? I think we should bring him on again, man.
I think so, especially given all of this that's happening. And so he has these memories, right? These 20 years of memories, and he has like a really, really clear recall of them, which most people don't have. And actually, Jesus factors into his story and is one of the I don't know, the biggest parts of it. Actually, the reason I think that he remembers so much is because he, at the very end of it, he prayed to Jesus that he didn't want to forget what had happened to him and that he wanted to remember. And
yeah,
real. And this, like you said, this comes
but you
back.
also hear, but you know what, also Alex, you hear a lot of people that they're able to stop this is why I think these forces are demonic. They all have to bow to Jesus, because I can't remember who I had on, but gosh, you might remember who he is. He's big in the MUFON community and the UFO disclosure, but he talks about how people can stop the abductions by declaring the name, by declaring Jesus' name to these entities when they're on when they're taking them, whatever, and it stops immediately. Have you heard about this?
I have. Yeah, I have. I can't recall exactly who it was that said that, but
so if they're aliens and they should be indifferent to that, but why do they stop in the name of Jesus Christ?
Right.
Why?
Right.
Why does that happen? Even one case is phenomenal, but he has over 600 cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where people bring, in the name of Jesus, this will stop, and they stop. Like, come on.
Right. It's like an instant antidote to this, and that's important to remember. And maybe there are other, if this is all the way it actually is, there's probably other planets, other civilizations that need Jesus, just like we needed him here on planet Earth. And maybe the mission is.
I agree with you, Alex. I mean, I do. Like I said, we're just trying to ask the questions, dude. I don't say I know anything. I'm just asking questions. I have my opinions, but I'm not telling people what to think on my program. Absolutely not. I have my opinions, and I just pose questions, dude. That's really all it is.
So.
No, it wasn't 𝗬𝗓𝗏. I saw that just 𝗬𝗏. No, I don't think that was. No, 𝗬𝗓𝗏. Yeah, he's in that camp, but it's not him who. I forgot the guy's name, man. Fuck, it's boxing, bro. It has to be boxing. But
not Chris.
No, I think it was a Joseph or Joel or something. I forget his last name. He's a guy with a beard. I forget his name. Older man, but maybe he'll watch this and reach out to me or something, and I'll bring him on. But he has report after report, testimony after testimony of how the abductions stopped when they declared them to stop in the name of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean,
there's that.
And there's the 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗃, bro. The 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗃 definitely shows me that's his card. That's his calling card right there. That's enough proof for me, physical proof that he rose again. So that's me. That's just me.
Greatest
Thanks,
miracle
Alex.
that ever happened. All right, man. Thank you.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. Peace out. Go to Nino'sCorner.tv. Big sale still going up. You never know when I'm going to pull the plug on it. One-time payment. You live forever, baby. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting. I answer to nobody, folks. Nobody. Later.